Yeah, well, first of all, it was just interesting that the HAACC Mansion was built in 1924. So it's 100 years apart, basically, between this new addition and the old addition. And so we really wanted to respect the HAACC Mansion by looking at its history, by going ahead and respecting that. And so when you look at the form of the new building, it actually bows down to the HAACC Mansion, and that's where that curve and the kind of swoop form comes from. And then it lifts up towards the city, to the downtown, and really create this kind of marquee effect. So again, this kind of blending of the scale and how we kind of articulate that. We're really trying to get the arcade of the old mansion and house kind of to blend in with the new porch and the feature and how you open that up and come into this entry portal and this feature that we have. Well, first of all, this is a living room for the city. The city of Hollywood, this is going to be an amazing, I think, cultural as well as arts complex for them. And so that was our first function. It wasn't just to make a building, but it's to make the living room. And that idea of complementing and kind of bringing these together and becoming a civic center was really, again, pronounced based on the fact that this historic HAACC Mansion and how we're tying that in, integrating out towards Young Circle Arts Park, towards the downtown, and really making this a kind of a new form as well as mass and creating that kind of connection to old and new and to the downtown. Well, this is a highly adaptive building. As you know, we're on a very tight site and it was a smaller footprint for it. And so we really had to look at flexibility on how it could be ambidextrous, how it can work as an arts, visual arts, performing arts, music, cultural aspects, and how all of those things could blend in. So all of the spaces are really thought about as ambidextrous. So even the lobby, how you come into the lobby to the courtyard, that there can be multiple events happening simultaneous, whether they be in the multi-purpose space, whether they be in the visual arts studio or in the music and broadcast studio. All of these spaces are integrated and kind of designed to really be performed for the arts, the Art and Culture Center in a very particular and clear and defined way, but making it adaptable and flexible for the community's needs, but also for the Art and Culture Center's needs. The courtyard really becomes a center jewel with the lobby space to become almost the heart of the new arts education wing. Again, tying the historic HAACC Mansion and the interiors of the exhibition space with the new education arts functions that are on the west side of that space. And so these two in the courtyard really create almost an ephemeral kind of nature, both day and night. It's going to be quite elegant. We wanted to have this kind of backdrop of a sunlit courtyard space that you can kind of see through this kind of compressed lobby that you move from the city into the interior of the courtyard and vice versa. Essentially, the multi-purpose room and the lobby act as a vitrine to the city and vice versa. So it's exposing and it's almost like exhibition as well as voyeur. Both have a simultaneity here of seeing art being done, performed, as well as visually made, as well as displayed, at the same time really exposing the city to what the Art and Culture Center Hollywood is doing here.